Hello everyone and welcome to Sparkle English. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you 3 types of run-on sentences and how to fix them. First of all, what is a run-on sentence? A run-on sentence occurs when 2 or more independent clauses are joined without proper punctuation or connecting words. So a run-on sentence is an error that we must fix. Let's look at an example. My teacher is having surgery. She won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. This is a run-on sentence because we have 2 independent clauses. My teacher is having surgery and she won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. But it's pushed together without any punctuation or conjunctions. So let's talk about the 3 types of run-on sentences and then different ways we can fix them. So the first type of run-on sentence is called a fused sentence. And a fused sentence occurs when 2 independent clauses are joined without any punctuation. So, for example, the sentence I just showed you. My teacher is having surgery. She won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. This is a run-on sentence, and the specific type is a fused sentence. So we can fix this in a few different ways. One way is we could just add a period. We could also use a semicolon, or we could add a conjunction. So let's look at this in a bit more detail. If we were to add a period to fix this, we would have my teacher is having surgery, period. And then, of course, we capitalize the next word. She won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. So this is now correct. Or if the 2 independent clauses are closely related, and what that means is there is some sort of connection between the 2 clauses. We would write, my teacher is having surgery, semicolon, she won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. When we use a semicolon, we don't have to capitalize the next word unless it's a proper noun and is always capitalized. And if you're still wondering how these sentences are closely related, well, this second clause expands on the first clause. Because my teacher is having surgery, she won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. So there is a close connection here. And finally, we could add a conjunction. For example, my teacher is having surgery, so she won't be at school for the next 3 weeks. When we use a coordinating conjunction, we add a comma before it to connect 2 independent clauses. Now let's look at the second type of run-on sentence, which is a comma splice. And a comma splice is a run-on that is created when 2 independent clauses are connected with only a comma. And once again, this is an error. For example, we're going to the museum tomorrow. It's supposed to rain all day. Here we have 2 independent clauses. We're going to the museum tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain all day. And it's connected with just a comma. So this is incorrect. There are 3 different ways we can fix this. We could make 2 sentences, use a semicolon if the clauses are closely related, or we could add a conjunction. So let's look at this in more detail. First, we could make 2 sentences. So we're going to the museum tomorrow, period, and then we capitalize the next word, so it's supposed to rain all day. We could also use a semicolon. We're going to the museum tomorrow, semicolon, it's supposed to rain all day. And again, after a semicolon, you don't capitalize the next word unless it's a proper noun. And finally, we could add a conjunction. We're going to the museum tomorrow, for it's supposed to rain all day. Now in this case, for is a coordinating conjunction used in the same way as because. So we would keep the comma. However, for a subordinating conjunction, we would not use a comma. So we're going to the museum tomorrow because it's supposed to rain all day. All of these are now correct. And finally, let's look at type 3. And this word is a little difficult to say. The third type of run-on sentence is, in American English, it's called a polysyndeton, and in British English, a polysyndeton. So what is this? Well, a polysyndeton is a sentence that uses an excessive amount of conjunctions. Let's look at an example. My parents went to the supermarket and they bought cupcakes and ice cream, and they ran into an old friend, and they talked to her for a while, and then they left. You can see how many times this sentence uses the coordinating conjunction and. So a polysyndeton is the use of several conjunctions in close succession. Now, while this is a run-on sentence, in some cases it is used stylistically in novels or short stories or in speeches. So you might use a polysyndeton for artistic purposes, but it's important to note that polysyndetons should be used sparingly, especially in formal writing. Let's talk about 3 ways you can fix this if you are not trying to be artistic. You could use commas to separate ideas. You could also break into shorter sentences, or you could use a variety of conjunctions to avoid sounding repetitive. So let's look at some examples. First, we could use commas to separate ideas. My parents went to the supermarket, comma, bought cupcakes and ice cream, comma, ran into an old friend, comma, talked to her for a while, comma, then left. I think this sentence is still quite wordy, but it's no longer a run-on sentence. My favorite method is the next one, which is breaking into shorter sentences. My parents went to the supermarket and bought cupcakes and ice cream, period. They ran into an old friend and talked to her for a while, period. Then they left. Or you could use a variety of conjunctions and rephrase the sentence. My parents went to the supermarket and bought cupcakes and ice cream. While they were there, comma, they ran into an old friend and talked to her for a while before they left. So if you have a beginner level of English, I recommend making short and simple sentences, but if you are a native English speaker or have an advanced level of English, you can try to mix it up with different conjunctions and rephrasing the sentence. So now let's look at polysyndetons that are used stylistically. This is an example by Ernest Hemingway. You can see just how many times he uses the word and in this short story. And it was dark, and there was water standing in the street, and no lights, and windows broken, boats all up in the town, and trees blown down. So this is done on purpose because it sort of creates a flood of chaotic images. So much action is happening all at once. So this is intentional. But if you're not doing this for a stylistic reason, you should avoid polysyndetons. It's time for a quiz. There are 5 sentences in total. And first you must identify the run-on sentences and then correct them using any of the methods I taught you. Let's begin. Number 1. Karen loves gardening. She spends all her free time doing it. Number 2. My friends and I went to the mall and we bought shoes and we ate pizza and we saw a movie and we came home. Number 3. The groom called off the wedding. The bride went on their honeymoon alone. Number 4. I love going camping in the summer because it helps me connect with nature. Number 5. Eric studied for the test, but he didn't get a good grade. Okay, first let's identify the run-ons. So number 1 is a run-on sentence. We have 2 independent clauses and we do not have any punctuation. So this is a fused sentence. We're going to correct this a bit later. Number 2 is also a run-on. This is a polysyndeton. There are too many conjunctions and it sounds repetitive. Number 3 is also a run-on. This is a comma splice. We have a comma connecting 2 independent clauses. Number 4 is correct. This is not a run-on. We have 2 independent clauses connected correctly with the subordinating conjunction because. And number 5 is also correct. Again, we have two independent clauses connected with a comma plus a coordinating conjunction. So now let's correct the first 3. Again, there are many ways to correct this, but I'm just going to show you a few examples of how you can do this. Number 1, we could just add a semicolon after the G. Karen loves gardening, semicolon, of course 1 space, and then she spends all her free time doing it. You might also split this into 2 sentences, or add a comma plus a coordinating conjunction, and now this would be correct. Number 2, this is a polysyndeton. We have to break this up into multiple sentences or rephrase it. So, for example, my friends and I went to the mall, period. We bought shoes, comma, ate pizza, comma, saw a movie, comma, then came home. Here we are taking out these unnecessary coordinating conjunctions and also the pronoun we, which is repetitive. We bought shoes, we ate pizza, we saw a movie. We don't have to repeat the use of the pronoun if it's the same pronoun. We can make it more simple like this. And finally, number 3, the groom called off the wedding. The bride went on their honeymoon alone. Here we could just turn this into a semicolon. We could also split this into 2 sentences or add a comma plus a coordinating conjunction like the groom called off the wedding, comma, so the bride went on their honeymoon or her honeymoon alone. Okay, so let me know in the comment section how many you got correct out of 5. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me as well. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe to Sparkle English for more lessons like this one. I'll see you all next time.